Manchester United takeover breakthrough as Sheikh Jassim ready to pay £6 billion to beat Jim Ratcliffe. The potential takeover of Manchester United is reportedly imminent as Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani is ready to meet the Glazers' asking price of £6 billion. The current owners have set a deadline of 9 p.m. on Wednesday for second bids, and it appears the Qatari party are prepared to go big to beat Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his Ineos group to the keys to Old Trafford. Talks between United officials and representatives of both groups took place last week, and new bids are expected before Wednesday's deadline. While the Daily Star reports that the Qatari bid could now gain the upper hand with Sheikh Jassim's willingness to meet Glazer's £6 billion price, Ratcliffe is said to be reluctant to bid so high. Once the revised offers are received, the Rain Group will select a preferred bidder, with the chosen candidate given increased access to club documents. This will give the front-runner the chance to do more due diligence before completing a proposed sale with the current owners. The Qataris' willingness to pay the full price puts them in the driving seat, with Ratcliffe keen to stress he will not pay over the odds for the club he supports. According to the Sun newspaper, the Qatari Group will buy the club for £6 billion this week. Ten Hag now working hard on £350,000 a week star at Old Trafford. Journalist Dean Jones told Gimsport that Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag was working really hard to help Jadon Sancho fix his situation. The 22-year-old hasn't had the most straightforward of United careers so far, but there's no doubt the talent is there waiting to be unleashed. Sancho has made only 12 Premier League appearances for United this season. Considering he joined the club for £73 million, you'd expect the English international to become a key player after spending nearly 2 years at Old Trafford. Sancho returned to first-team action earlier in the year and is now an important part of the team, but is yet to be in full form. Jones has suggested that Ten Hag is working extremely hard in order to try and help Sancho turn things around. It's not worked out so far, but clearly, Ten Hag has identified the talent Sancho possesses and is looking to unlock his full potential, as it would be hugely beneficial to his United squad. Manchester United could persuade Salzburg and Leipzig to cancel Benjamin Sesko deal by paying higher fee. Manchester United could still sign Salzburg striker Benjamin Sesko in the summer, the Times reported. The 19-year-old has agreed to a £20 million transfer to Leipzig ahead of the summer transfer window. However, the Times claims that the Red Devils could try to persuade the two clubs to cancel the deal by paying a higher fee. Manchester United are seeking a top-notch striker ahead of next term to maintain momentum under Erik ten Hag. They have improved immensely under the Dutch manager, and a quality number 9 can help them challenge strongly for the Premier League. At 19, Sesko has a lot of progress ahead of him, but he has already shown his great potential. Under Erik ten Hag, he could be expected to turn in a genuine world-class talent. Manchester United will have to make a move and hope both Salzburg and Leipzig agree to their proposal. Real Madrid respond to Manchester United's move for Eduardo Camavinga. Real Madrid have started talks with Eduardo Camavinga for a new deal at the club after Manchester United became interested in the midfielder. The French signed a 6-year deal, joining the Spanish giants from Rennes in 2021. While the midfielder has impressed the Bernabeu, this period has only started halfway through the club's La Liga games. It turned out to be difficult to replace names like Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. United were interested in signing Camavinga 18 months ago, but made it clear that his preference was to go to Spain. But reports in Spain say United are interested in signing Camavinga and would be willing to offer him more regular first-team football. Reports say United would be willing to shatter their club transfer record to sign Camavinga, which could appeal to Madrid. However, Athletic said the La Liga giants have no intention of leaving the midfielder and are instead in talks with him for a new deal. A new contract would see Camavinga significantly increase his salary, but Madrid are keen to include an extortionate release clause of around £1 billion to protect their investment in him. £60,000 a week star now fearful over career at Old Trafford. Manchester United star Scott McTominay this summer could be the subject of a summer transfer battle, with West Ham United and Brighton and Hove Albion expected to challenge Newcastle United for his signature. McTominay is fighting for his future at Old Trafford as part of the Erik ten Hag revolution and will step up another gear in the summer as the team builds their roster with key transfers in defense, midfield and offense. McTominay, 26, loves United but knows he won't be able to play much if he stays. Newcastle are the lead candidates to try to sign him, and their status is a good fit given the ambition of Champions League football as they strive to be considered one of Europe's elite clubs. But according to the Sun newspaper, West Ham United and Brighton are also clubs that want McTominay. Talks are expected at United earlier this summer to discuss the future with McTominay, who is under contract until 2025. Former Manchester United target Ismaila Sarr set to leave Watford this summer. Manchester United got potential transfer support ahead of the summer transfer window. The Red Devils want to strengthen their offensive zone, and Watford forward Ismaila Sarr can be bought on the cheap. The Senegalese international will leave the Championship club at the end of the season, The Athletic has reported. As a result, the clubs are on the alert, and it would be wise for Man United to join them. When the summer transfer window opens, he will have only 1 year left on his contract. Sarr was very close to joining Aston Villa with a £25 million transfer last summer. Manchester United considered a move for the 25-year-old back in 2020 when the Hornets were relegated. A deal failed as Watford wanted £30 million. While Sarr is unlikely to be their top target, he has what it takes to improve their attack. The former Rennes star has 10 goals and 6 assists in the Premier League with Watford. Given his excellent finishing abilities, there is no doubt that Sarr will do well in a side that creates regular chances. He could be an upgrade on the struggling Antony, and Man United could miss a trick if they refuse to attempt to sign him. Roy Keane blasts Manchester United performance against Fulham. Former Manchester United captain Roy Keane blew up the Red Devils' overwhelming performance in their 3-1 FA Cup win against Fulham on Sunday. Despite winning the game by a 2-goal margin, Man United left their former skipper unimpressed, as Keane refused to hide his frustration over the Red Devils' below par showing in the aftermath. Roy Keane told ITV, Ten Hag didn't have the game they wanted to play, and this game has also been poor. Keane was not far from the truth regarding Man Utd's performance at Old Trafford, but their form wobble stretches beyond Sunday's fixture. The Red Devils have experienced a noticeable dip in form since halting a 6-year title drought in February by dispatching Newcastle United 2-0 in the Carabao Cup final. Rather than give impetus to a long-awaited local success, they seem to have been slacking off lately. It's somewhat paradoxical that despite winning more competitive games than any other team in Europe's top 5 leagues this season, Ten Hag's charges are miles off the Premier League title pace. With the international break on the horizon and mouth-watering Europa League quarter-final tie against serial winners Sevilla waiting in the wings, improvement is necessary if United are to land another piece of silverware this term.